I want to ask a question, because there's a part of me that wants to say, but I wish they had said something. And I don't think I can say that, because they did say something. They said something over and over and over and over. And when I was the person that was being the friend through their bull crap, I did say stuff over and over and over. The same thing. I mean, the same thing. Even to the point where sometimes we would be talking, and maybe, when the other person is having a good day, they can talk about all the things that they understand that God showed them, that has been revealed to them, la da 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 da. And then, and usually this is women dealing with men. And then he come along and say one thing you want to hear, and then you talk yourself out of everything God showed you, out of everything God said to you, out of all that good preaching you did to yourself, out of all of that, good talk, because he manipulated you with his words. So I don't think it's a thing where I could say you should say something, because we do say something. Like, for however long that season lasts, that person is saying something to you. They're saying the same thing over and over to you, to encourage you and to help you to see clearly, to help you open your eyes. They pray with you. They pray for you. They let you know they're praying for you. And the same thing you've done for another person, where you've said the same thing over and over. So I can't say, well, if you were my friend, you should have said something before you backed away from me. They weren't saying something. They were saying something the whole time. Every time you had a talk with them, they fed you the same encouragement. They tried to get you to see. They tried to get you to hear, just like you did sometimes for another person. You kept saying the same thing over and over. You kept encouraging them. Oh, you would get, girl, child, sometimes I would just feel the anointing, because I was so into ministering or being a friend or telling the truth or encouraging the person. But when a person is stuck here, there's only so much you can say, and there's only so many times you can repeat it, and there's only so much room you have to keep taking it in from them to try to turn around and help them. So there is an area in my life where I do say, I wish my friends had said something, but this is not it. When we're talking about people who have been with you and walked through hard times with you, you can't say, well, they should have said something. They were saying something. They said something every time they talked to you. But you were so distracted by your own mental anguish, emotional trauma. You heard them, but you didn't hear them. You heard them sometimes and it touched your heart, but then when your emotions kicked in, you went back to the old habits. And when I say you, I'm saying me too, because I've been on both sides of this equation. So that's why I say, let's really think about what we say, what we accuse people of, because people are meant to come into your life or to be in your life. Somebody may be your friend from kindergarten to the grave. Somebody may be in your life all through school, or you may meet a friend in college and they may be your friend for the rest of your life. But then there are particular seasons that we walk through where a person will enter our life and for that season, and then and they'll help us as much as they can, or be our friend as much as they can in that season, right? But then after a while, then that person has to move out of the way, because as you finally get to the next stage, guess what? Somebody else will be there to help you build. But when the person shows up when you're building, you just need to make sure that they're there to really truly help you build, and that they're not looking for a way to get over or to get something free or to take advantage of you, right? Because some people love to build, and they'll help anybody build, because that's what they live for. But then other people look for situations like a new project or a new business or whatever, and they look for that for a different reason, which is to take advantage or to steal from you or take from you. So I really wanted to touch this as much as I could, because it's been a big life lesson for me, and I want to pass that on to you and allow people to come and go, and allow them to come and go without you accusing them of something that's not true. Some people, they have been in your life and they turned out not to really be your friend, but people who walked with you and they never stabbed you in the back, they never caused a bunch of drama for you or something like that, then don't accuse of them of not being your friend, because they just got full and they have no more room for you and your drama. They just don't. They love you, but they just can't deal with you anymore. And you can think of somebody too. You love them, but you just can't deal with them anymore. So let's stop jumping straight to the victim role and just let life happen. Let life, let people, let God be God, because He got you no matter who comes or who goes, right? You were grateful for them when they were there. So when they're not there, still be grateful that they were there, because at the time, nobody else was there. So God sent you some help. He sent you a friend. He sent you somebody. You just overdid it. And it's sad, because sometimes people probably would be in our lives a lot longer, closer to us, a lot longer, but we wear them down. We wear them out. So I just want to make sure I touch this in as many ways as I can. For those who are receiving it, it's okay to admit that you contributed to the distance that happened, because you need to understand how you contributed to it, and then accept it and make sure that moving forward, you watch yourself. Because it may not be necessarily one thing or this thing, but it may be something else that you tend to do when you have friends. So, and then the friends end up backing away. So we don't want to be getting older and older and older and still can't keep a friend, because we can't acknowledge what we do that drives people away or wears people out. We can't acknowledge how we wear out our welcome in some ways. Okay, see y'all later.